Hi, welcome to A Chef Called Rhonda. I'm Rhonda and this is my kitchen. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make artichoke. The artichoke is the immature flower bud of a thistle. The artichoke is eaten as a vegetable and is culinarily classified as such. The artichoke plant is a member of the aster family, and the bud is harvested before it blossoms. The artichoke is not an easy vegetable to prepare, and you'll need to do some work to get the edible parts achieved. When marketing for an artichoke, it should look like so. It should be round in nature, and the leaves should be tightly woven, and choose the ones that feel heavy. If you lift an artichoke and there's a hollow feeling to it, it means it's less fresh. The artichoke leaves have something called a little thorn, or you want to go around your artichoke and discard the outer leaves. And it will take a little bit of force to do so. And a fresh artichoke should render that little snap. And I'll remove a leaf here and I'll let you hear that. Can you hear that? We remove the first portion of the outer leaves by hand. Now it's time to take an assessment of the artichoke. We want to essentially cut about, I'd say, 3/4 of an inch from the top, thus removing the thorns on the remaining outer leaves. Flip it around and look at the stem. It should be about 2 inches. We want to take that stem right down to about 1 inch. Cut the stem evenly down. Have a small nub. Can you see that? About 1/3 of the top away, and I have a serrated knife. This will require a little bit of elbow grease removed. As you can see, once you have removed that top portion, opening up our artichoke on the outer section like a flower. I'm just going to take my kitchen scissors and trim right around that outer portion, just to take away any remaining thorny areas. I'll be preparing 3 artichokes and halving them and then dressing them with a very light vinaigrette dressing. Okie dokie artichoke, stay with me while I show you how to properly steam this artichoke. Just what they look like as they're seated in the 8-quart stock pot. Can you see that? They're seated nicely in the steaming bath. At this time, I want to take a moment to say hi to all my subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to A Chef Called Rhonda. If you haven't already done so, please make sure you subscribe to A Chef Called Rhonda. Our artichokes are back on the stove. They are seated in the steaming basket, and they will steam for about 25 to maybe 32 minutes. During that time, I wanted to show you this classic lemony vinaigrette dressing. It's super simple, super healthy, super delicious, and super easy to make. So what I have already done, I have taken the juice of 1 fresh lemon right here. Can you see that? 1 fresh lemon. And I have a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. I have a teaspoon of good quality sea salt, and I've already chopped 4 cloves of garlic, very, very thinly, almost a tablespoon of herb de Provence. And this, together with the lemon and the olive oil, this really makes that catalyst for the dressing. So if you have herb de Provence in your pantry, I suggest using it. If not, I would suggest buying it prior to olive oil into a measuring cup. 1/4 cup of olive oil, followed by my salt. At this time, and this is a little trick I've learned through the trade, I will whisk the salt and the olive oil until it becomes emulsified. And that should take about 1 minute or 1.5 minutes by hand. I'll add the garlic like so. Let's get every bit of that garlic. Like so, and I'm just gonna also emulsify the garlic in. Add our fresh lemon juice. And that's the juice of 1 fresh lemon. And it's starting to smell heavenly. And behind us, I can hear the artichoke steaming up. Lemon and artichoke is just a wonderful pairing. And once we incorporated that lemon juice nicely into the olive oil, and you can see that a thickness has appeared, adding a herb de Provence, and going to turn that in nicely. And the beauty of making this vinaigrette while your artichokes are steaming is that it gets to sit and marinate. Okay, as our artichokes finish steaming on our stove, I just wanted to speak a little bit about the artichoke. It requires extra and special attention when purchasing, when trimming, when cleaning, and when cooking. So keeping those three things in mind, when you're marketing for the artichoke, it should be heavy in nature and the leaves should be tightly woven together. That represents a fresh artichoke. Cleaning and trimming the artichoke, you want to run it under tap water just to take away any of the residual dirt from its growth period. And then we want to remove by hand the outer layer of the leaves. After we've removed the outer layer of the leaves, you want to take back about 3/4 of an inch of the stem, leaving about a 1/2 inch of that artichoke stem. You want to cut with a nice sharp serrated knife about 1/3 of the top. You then discard those leaves and you separate the artichoke leaves them in the steaming basket in a quart of water on high, and you let them steam for between 24 and 32 minutes until tender. I'm showing you today how to make this lemon vinaigrette. I'll have the recipe scrolling right here or maybe right here for you. And at this time, thank everyone for watching today's cooking show, how to cook an artichoke properly. A chef called Rhonda is always healthy, always delicious, and always fun. Many thanks to all my subscribers. If you haven't yet subscribed to A Chef Called Rhonda, please would you consider doing so? It would be greatly appreciated. We're growing as a community. It's so extra and special, and all your comments, all your suggestions are so greatly appreciated. Thank you. Removed our artichokes from the steaming basket, and you can see they've turned a nice khaki color and they are a lot more pliable. And what I will do at this point, I will take my hands and I will separate the leaves ever so gently, and you can see that they open up beautifully. Now, some folks like to stuff the artichoke. There's a multitude of ways that you can finish this recipe. As I stated prior, I'm going to finish it with a lemon vinaigrette dressing. Just ever so gently manipulate the artichoke leaves. You should have an artichoke that looks like a pretty flower. And I'll just go ahead and I will do that for all 3 artichokes. I will open them up and separate and make the leaves somewhat more pliable. And you can see the little heart shape there. We're going to take our trusty wooden spoon and just give that dressing one more good little stir just into a little container here, so that when we go to serve the dressing, we can add as much or as little as we wish to by way of dolloping. And just pour ever so gently a lemon vinaigrette right over the artichoke. Properly eat an artichoke. Remove one of the leaves. The dressing is sufficiently ladled. How do we enjoy the artichoke leaves? Well, pretty much we take the artichoke leaf, we place it into our mouth and bring our bottom teeth to the bottom of the leaf and push forward. It's not the prettiest of sights, but the taste is phenomenal. That when cleaning your artichoke, it's most important that you do not eat the center prior to reaching the heart. There's something known as the choke, and it's a very fibrous, thorny type substance, hence the name choke. So you want to be certain to clean out the choke from the center before you get to that luscious heart. Okay, and once you do clean it, it should look like so, and that's your artichoke heart. Now, if you want to pull back your leaves like so, and you will have the artichoke heart, or the best part of that artichoke, in hand. Couple of tips. You can serve it whole, you can slice it, you can grill it, you can bake it, you can roast it, you can dress it, you can stuff it. Artichokes are very versatile. You know what I know? The artichoke heart is the coveted portion of this wonderful vegetable. All right, let's take a big bite out of that artichoke heart and see just how tender and Now the artichoke has a very unique flavor, very sweet, very succulent. It almost tastes nutty. Very, very tasty. The heart is the best part. That was the heart. Now, as far as the leaves, these are a little bit a little bit difficult to eat. I would forego ordering the artichoke on a first date or business meeting. But anyhow, here we are. You take the leaf, you insert the leaf into your mouth on the bottom of your teeth. You then pull down like so, and you render all the juicy goodness from the top of the artichoke leaf, thus leaving teeth marks on your artichoke leaf and discarding the leaf. The leaves are not edible. And there we are. Those are my tips to enjoying this ancient vegetable, the artichoke, the immature flower bud of the thistle. Well, from my kitchen to yours, thank you for watching today's cooking show. It's always healthy and delicious and fun. Until we meet again, bye! Bye!